Hello everyone, it's me, Luigi Roxo 7. It's been a little while since my last video. Just super busy, but I thought I need to upload something. So I just have another little discussion video with you guys, and today we're gonna talk about. Scoot it down here. There we go. We're gonna talk about Donkey Kong Country, or the DK series. I also have Tropical Freeze here as well. Returns, I'll come back to you in a moment, because you guys know what I'm going to talk about. Anyway, before I continue, I do not have the Switch version of Tropical Freeze. I am aware it is out there for people to play, and I'm glad, because this game, Tropical Freeze, is fucking good. Excuse my language. But it's such a good game. One of the best Donkey Kong games, one of the best 2D platformers. It's up there. Returns is good too. I'm not going to take anything away from Returns, but Tropical Freeze is just as good, if not better than Returns. Anyway, and speaking of that, Returns is getting an HD remaster for the Switch, coming out January, I don't know, 16th or something, halfway through the month. It's like, you couldn't bring this out in December for one more holiday Switch game? Because right now, all we've got is Mario and Luigi Brothers Ship, which again, that's going to be a fantastic game, I'm sure. And so is the new Super Mario Party Jamboree, in the new Zelda game where Zelda's playable. That's all good stuff. Those are going to be games that people are going to love. I guarantee it. But why do you have to make Returns HD I don't know, in January? And I get it. They have to fill out the schedule, you know what I'm saying? But you've already got Metroid Prime 4 Beyond and the new Pokemon game for next year, which are both Switch 1 games. They're not the Switch successor games or anything. Anyway, whatever. So what I wanted to talk about in particular is, what in the heck is Nintendo doing with Donkey Kong right now? I don't understand what is going on. And I'll kind of just go back through with you guys. It probably doesn't stay on here. It probably does. Oh, it's not going to focus, but it says, yeah, Returns came out. I just want to make sure I had it right. Returns came out November of 2010, so it was their holiday game of 2010. Makes sense. First Donkey Kong Country game in 14 years, and the first mainline Donkey Kong game since, I guess, Donkey Kong 64. Technically, this was 1999, but you also had Donkey Kong Jungle Beat on the GameCube in 2004, 2005. So I guess that was technically the last game, as well as DK had other small spin-offs that I haven't played. But anyway, so Returns was a big deal back when it came out. That's my point. So then, 3 years later, I think it was the E3, not E3 Direct. It was earlier. I think it was early. I know what it was. It was the E3, not E3. Wow. It was the January of 2013 Direct, when Iwata came on and said it's going to be the year of Luigi, right? And then him and Miyamoto had Miyamoto was going around behind him with a poltergeist. That was pretty good, I'm not going to lie. That Direct was something else. Anyway, back to this. DKC Returns was ported to the 3DS in 2013. DKC Returns 3D, right, for the 3DS. I actually did play that version, but I didn't keep it. And what was cool about that version was you didn't have the motion controls that's in this version, which I don't really care. It's not people complain about the motion controls in this game, and it's and then Tropical Freeze didn't have hardly any motion controls. It was all button controls, which was great for the gamepad. And I believe it's the same thing for the Switch. You have button controls for the Switch version of Tropical Freeze. Anyway, so back to this. You'll probably say I have DKC one. I just have a couple of DKC games, Donkey Kong games. DK64 is not Donkey Kong Country. Anyway, so 3DS got Returns in 2013. Okay, cool. And I do remember. Let me switch out. Tropical Freeze was announced at the E3 2013 Direct, and people were upset when this game got announced. I was excited because I was like, holy crap, we don't have to wait another 10 years for another Donkey Kong game. Foreshadowing, you know. And I was like, holy cow, people were pissed that it wasn't like another Metroid game or whatever. It's like, dude, Retro Studios did a fantastic job with Returns, and now they're making a sequel to Returns, which is even better. This is one of the best games I've ever played. Tropical Freeze is hands down one of the best games Nintendo/Retro has ever made. Up there with like Metroid Prime and other games from Nintendo, like, you know, Mario 64 and Ocarina of Time, and Tropical Freeze is definitely one of the best games. And people loved it when it came out. Then it actually got delayed from its initial December 2013 release to February of 2014. And I got this the day of release. I was still living it with my dad at the time. And again, this game was phenomenal. I don't care what people say. I shouldn't say I don't care. I do care what people say, but people know this game is really good. I mean, I made videos on this game. I made a video on this game earlier in the year talking about how good this game is. And like, you know, Dixie is back at it. Cranky is playable. Like Cranky, he's always trash talking all the previous games. He's finally playable, which is good stuff, man. And anyway, and the Snowmads are better villains than the Tiki Tak Tribe. Of course, K. Rool and the Kremlings are still the best in these games, but hey, whatever. Anyway, so after this game came out, it got ported to the Switch, and first off, I get it. Not many people had the Wii U. I was one of 13 million people who got a Wii U. So I understand why they brought this to Switch, and I'm glad they did because it's a really good game, and it's now sold the Switch version. This one sold, I think, like 1.5 million for this version. The Switch version has sold like 2.5-3 million copies. That's really good for a port of a Wii U game. That's really good. Anyway, so all these years go by, right? And of course, Donkey Kong is in like Mario Party, Mario Kart. Like, he's obviously a Mario character, but he's obviously got his own series, clearly. And so then, yeah, the last couple years, people are just wanting a new DK game. So it's like, what, Nintendo, what are you doing with this, you know, this series? We haven't seen a new game in 10.5 years now. It's been 10 years and like 6 months since this original game came out 11 years ago. Star Fox Zero on the Wii U, which people pan that game for how bad it is, but I personally love Star Fox Zero. But anyway, I'm not going into that necessarily. Star Fox Zero is newer than this game. This game is 2 years older than Star Fox Zero. It's been 8 years since that game. 10 years and 6 months since this game. Come on, Nintendo. And then, in that recent Direct, Donkey Kong was finally, not the Mario vs. Donkey Kong remake earlier in the year, not the Mario Rabbids DLC for DK and Rabid Cranky and stuff. Like, that's all cool stuff, but like, Grant Kirkhope came back to do the, not this, but he did the music to the Mario and Rabbids game and its sequel. That's freaking... And then he redid the DK Isles theme from Donkey Kong 64. Anyway, so coming back to this, after no new Donkey Kong game for 10 years, we're now getting an HD remaster of Returns with the 3DS content. That is cool. And it's going to be in HD. It's going to be 60 frames a second. And people are complaining about the switch hands. People are complaining about the price, and I get it. This was worth $50 when it came out in 2010. The 3DS version was worth $40 with more content than what was in the Wii version. And like I said, I get the criticisms, but people are still going to buy this HD remaster. I'm going to buy it next year. I'm going to get this HD version because, one, I'm a huge Donkey Kong fan, as well as a big Mario fan, clearly. But, like, I don't know. I really wanted a new DK game. So that's what I was just sharing my thoughts with you guys. Let's hope that this Returns HD remaster is like a sign of things to come. DK and crew, Diddy Kong, Funky, Dixie, bring back K. Rool. K. Rool needs to be like the villain, and he needs to return as a villain in the next true new Donkey Kong game. He needs to. He came back strong in Smash Bros. Ultimate, and people love the character. So Nintendo, which Nintendo doesn't watch my videos, any of the employees there, they probably don't watch my videos, but for the love of the series and for the love of all its fans, make a new Donkey Kong game, please. We know Retro is finishing up Metroid Prime 4. We know that. They've got other teams, they have other people, they have other staff. Like, come on, Nintendo. Give Donkey Kong the recognition he and the others deserve. I'm glad that him and Diddy Kong and I don't know if you guys know, Diddy Kong is my favorite Kong in the series. Kind of like Luigi with Mario. Anyway, just bring them all back in a new game. And okay, before you guys even I won't say call me out, but like cut me off and say, oh, Luigi, there's probably going to be a new DK game on the Switch successor. I hope there is, because DK is going to go this entire generation, the longest generation of any home console, Nintendo home console. This DK is going to miss out on a really long generation. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Anyway, so let me know what you guys think. I'm going to end the video here. Again, I was just kind of talking for 10 minutes. I just want to know what you guys think of this whole topic. Sound off in the comments. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. You guys know the drill. I'm not going to repeat all that stuff every time I make a video. And I'm hoping to get back to my usual 2 to 3 weeks for every upload. That's the plan. And we'll just see what happens down the road. So thank you all for watching. Thanks for listening. Are you guys excited for the Returns remaster coming to the Switch? And again, despite some of the criticisms people have with it, I'm still going to get it because I love the Donkey Kong brand and I love platformers. That's my bread and butter. Anyway, so again, thank you all for watching, listening. Don't forget to leave a like, sub, all that good stuff. And I will see you guys in the next video. Luigi Roxo 7 out.